How's it going, guys? It's Nuclear Fetus here, and today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of settings about OBS. This is actually the studio version, Open Broadcasting Studio, instead of I don't really know what the other one actually is. Um, Today I'm actually going to be trying to use a face cam. If it don't work, then I'll just put something over the face cam. So if it works, then that's awesome. Today I'm actually using Action to record and Audacity to record my voice. So for a low-end computer like mine, which is a very crappy computer actually, these are the settings that I use when it comes to OBS. So let's go into the settings, wait for it to open up. For general, normally of course I use English because I speak English, and for dark I like it dark because I just like it dark. I guess that kind of sounds weird. I have most of these unchecked except for automatically record when streaming. Of course, I don't stream, so I should actually have that unchecked, but it don't really matter. So basically, what that means is whenever you are streaming to YouTube or streaming to Twitch or anything like that, on top of you live streaming, it will also record what you do. So in case your live stream doesn't work, you can just automatically upload it to YouTube from what you did. Now, enable system tray icon. I really don't know what that is because I haven't really messed with it. All these are basically just the default settings. I haven't really changed anything on these. Source alignment snapping. I don't do anything with this at all, period. I've left it as it is. So let's go down to stream, which is right below general. So let's go over to stream and streaming service, streaming type. I usually just keep it as streaming service because I don't really mess with any of these settings because I do not stream. So if you're looking for settings that will help you when it comes to live streaming to YouTube or Twitch, you're kind of on the wrong video because that's not what I'll be doing here. Of course, this one's set up for Twitch for some reason because it's just the default settings. Everything here is default settings, and this right here is actually completely wrong. That's not where I'm at. So everything here is actually for default settings. Output, I have it as for advanced so I can do more editing. This is the output settings for streaming if I was able to stream. So I'm going to come over to recording. The type is the custom output. I do like a custom output. So right now I have output to file, which is actually what I have here. So whichever file you have here is where the recording would actually go. So mine right now is actually my desktop to a certain file on my desktop. That's exactly where it would go. And then general file name without space, I really don't know what that is. I don't really mess with it, so I just leave that unchecked. That's just as default. Default format, so that's just the same. I really have this one empty, and this one's at 2000 video bit rate because it helps my computer run a little bit better whenever I am recording with OBS. My rescale output is 1280 by 720 just to make it a little bit easier. My video encoder, which I don't have one, I can't use a video encoder because I don't have one, I guess. Apparently, because I really don't know what that is because I can't do nothing with it. And I haven't really looked up anything about it or gotten into it really. Video encoder settings, which that one will not be used because I don't have a video encoder or something like that. Audio bit rate is at 160 with audio track at number 1. Then audio encoder, I don't have one of those for the audio, so it just don't really give me a choice. So come over to the actual audio. On the output with the audio, this is at track 1. Audio bit rate is at 160. That's just for the default. And the name, I just typed in a whole bunch of random crap. I don't really know what that's specifically supposed to do. So actually coming down to the actual audio part, the sample rate is 44.1 kilohertz, which I really don't know much about that, so I'm just leaving it as it is. The channels is mono or however you want to say it. Desktop audio device is default. I think that's actually just so it will record your game audio. So if you're playing a game, it will record that audio. And so for desktop audio device 2, I really don't know what that is because that one's as default also, or disabled. Since I already have the first one as default, the second one is disabled. I have my microphone enabled when it comes to be able to record with OBS because I use Audacity. But normally I would come down to the microphone USB chat headset to be able to record my microphone with the actual OBS program itself. And if you have multiple microphones plugged in, set around the room so you can do like video with you standing up and then you'd be able to pick up your voice, you'd plug in multiple microphones and set them around, and you would have each one of these set for that specific microphone. Now for me, I have each one of them as disabled because I am not using a microphone to record with OBS. I use Audacity for it. Now the video capture device, I do not record my audio with my webcam, so this would be enabled. The push to talk is with the hotkeys, which I will get to in a little bit, and the desktop audio is also at default, which was what just basically came with the program itself. Let's go down to video on the settings. Base canvas resolution is at basically how big my screen is, or what my screen resolution is. Right now it's at 1360 by 768, and in my output scale resolution, I have it whenever it exports, it comes out at 1280 by 720, so it downscales it a little bit. Downscale filter is bilinear, fast but blurry if scaling, so that's what I usually keep mine at. Integer FPS value, that's just what I have mine set at with 30 FPS. That's what my OBS runs at. Sorry, I'm stuttering with my words because it's a little late at night. If you disable the Aereo, or however you say it, it basically doesn't change anything with your computer. Whenever you have this in or disabled, you know what? I'm gonna try to edit that part out because that's terrible. Just keep this unchecked. So coming down to hotkeys, there is a lot of hotkeys because there's a lot you can do with the actual studio version of OBS with the version of 0.16.5 for Windows. To start streaming, of course, you can set a hotkey, but I don't stream. For mine to start and stop recording would be number 7 and number 8, just like it is with Mirrorless Action. So I have that set, so if I'm on a game and I don't want to close it out and then open all the crap back up, all I do is have to put 7 and it would start recording, and press 8 to stop the recording. Same thing for all these other ones. You basically need to make sure that each so when you come down to advanced, which this is where it gets kind of confusing, not too bad. So process priorities, I have mine as normal. I really don't know what that does. For my video, I have my rendering going to my Direct 3 DLL. I really don't know what that is. It's set as default, so I'm guessing that's something that's in the computer. I'm not very good when it comes to a lot of things with computers. My video adapter, I guess I don't have one because it's not really giving me a choice. Let's see if it gives me a choice for this. No, it does not. Okay, so color format, mine's at NV12. I really don't know what that is. My YUV color space is at 601. My YUV color range is at full. I don't know what any of that really means, so if you guys do, congratulations for you, because I am lost when it comes to that. My recording file name formatting, I really don't know what that is. All this stuff really on this page is set to default. This is just what came with the file or with the program. Stream delay, of course, I don't have nothing to do with that because I do not stream. Automatically reconnect, that's if you're streaming. Like I was explaining in the last video, in case you guys have not watched it yet, I was explaining if you have automatic like reconnect, if you have something set up for streaming, when you try to record, it would automatically switch over to streaming, and it would automatically stream. It wouldn't allow you to record. You have to have that enabled or disabled to record. If you have that enabled, as soon as you start streaming or try to record, it would switch over to streaming. Max delay for mine is like 10 seconds, which I don't stream, so my maximum retries is 20 or something like that. Network blind to IP default, which I really don't know what any of that is. So that's basically all my settings for that. I'm gonna click no because I don't know what I changed. To start streaming, of course, I just click start streaming, but I'm not connected to the internet right now, so I shouldn't really start streaming. Fade, I really don't know what any of that is, and the duration is 300 ms. I'm guessing that means minutes or something like that. I really don't know what that means. You can go to studio mode, which kind of separates it in really weird files. I really don't know what that is supposed to do, so I'm going to get out of studio. There we go. I don't know what else to show you. You can also record. Oh wait, no, that was my editor. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. You can switch in between scenes, which that's not really any different. These scenes are really not any different because I took my face cam off of one of them. But scene 1 has nothing on it really other than the video capture device, which you have to restart the program for your video camera to pop back up. I'm going to go through a little bit of this. Someone's going to add one. Scene 3. Okay. So for this, you want to right click on your sources after you added a scene by right clicking and then clicking add, and that would add a scene. So I'm on scene 3. So you want to come over to the source box and you want to right click and click add. So basically that would give you everything that your OBS can do. Right now you have audio input capture, audio output capture, display capture, game capture, image slideshow, media source, scenes, text GDI, VLC video source, video capture device, window capture device, and deprecated or something like that. So what you want to do is, if you want to record just your screen, you do not want to record a separate windowed file. You want to record your actual screen. You want to right click, click add, and then go to display capture. That right there would give you your screen. So there is my screen. That's how I set that up. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that off of there because it's kind of weird to look at. You want to click add, and if you want to add your face cam, which mine won't pop up because I'm using it to record in another file or another program, but you would want to click on display, where is it at, video capture device. You would want to click on video to capture device and then click OK, and normally it would pop up here and it would pop up on the screen, but I have to reset OBS or close it and then start it back up for it to show up. That's how you put in your face cam. Click on add, and then if you want to go to game capture, you click game and then you click OK, and then right here is your files. So if you have a game called Layers of Fear, that's a fun game to jump scare. It's called Layers of Fear. So what you want to do is you want to click on this, and it would give you a list of things that you can end up recording. So if I had that open, you would see the game Layers of Fear listed right there. So I would click it, so that would be the only thing that it would record. I'm going to click remove on there. I'm going to click yes. So I'm going to open up another one. So for this, if you're recording and you want to put something on the screen like a webcam border, you would click image, click OK, and then browse to go into your pictures. I would normally go to my desktop to where all my files are usually saved at. Facecam borders, and then like right here, there is a border. That's what I usually use sometimes. I don't always use it, which I do when I do gaming videos with my cousin. So we go ahead and click OK, and then there is the picture. Or yeah, there's the picture, and of course it's PNG, so you can see directly through it for the face cam itself. That's how you add in pictures and face cam borders. I will do separate videos on separate things. If you guys want me to, just ask me to do it, and I will do my best. So you want to come over to media source. I really don't know what media source is. Image slideshow. Basically, you can choose a list of images to go through as like a slideshow. Windowed capture. So you have to click OK, and right now it's showing my Audacity for some reason. So I can switch it up a little bit. I really don't know much about this. I only have 2 other files open other than this one, which is the other one is actually my recorder. So I'm gonna see if I really don't know how to get more than one file. So that's basically how you open up the windows or different windowed files. I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to remove it. I don't think there's really much of anything else on here that I can really show you. Let's see. Let's go to File. Yeah, I don't really think there's any more on here that I can really show you how to do. I think that's really it, actually. So I know I was kind of all over the place to this video because it's actually right now. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. I've stayed up to 4 o'clock in the morning the past 4 days, and sleep till like 1 because it's so. That was an alarm. I forgot the alarm was set for 4. I always stay up till 4 for some reason because I mess up my sleeping schedule. So that's the reason why I'm a little loopy right now, because I'm about to go to bed after I get done with this video and edit it the next day or whatever. But if I confuse you guys, I'm very sorry. I tried. I'll probably make a remake of this video when I'm not tired. So I hope it helped you out a little bit when it comes to recording or settings with OBS. If it did, please show me some love on the channel. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this. And until next time, guys, I will see ya.